From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. Models have backed off on the snow output for mountain passes just a little bit, but it still looks like we could have moderate impacts, close to a half foot of snow through 4 p.m. on Friday. Avalanche danger is considerable to high for today and tomorrow for the slopes of the Olympics and the Cascades. And it does look like lower elevations could have a low-end chance of some freezing rain for tomorrow morning. Current temperatures out there, most of us for lower elevations above freezing, but we're right at freezing in the Kittitas Valley. We're getting pretty close to that in the Yakima Valley, which is important because we've had so much moisture moving through here. Could make some of those roadways a little bit slick. Fog has been very sporadic in nature this morning, so if you run into any of these patches of fog on the map, just take it slow. Use the low beams. The back edge of the main band of moisture this morning looks like it's just sort of cutting right through the Tri-Cities and Prosser. This is slowly but surely drifting down towards the east and southeast. Here's your umbrella cast for this Tuesday for the Tri-Cities. Rain's still going to be likely through about 2 p.m. After that, we're trending drier, but we could have that freezing rain into tomorrow morning. Okay, so for today, another damp one out there. Highs getting into the 40s. Lots of clouds, maybe some snow mixing in for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. And as we turn our attention up to the mountains, considerable to high avalanche danger, which we'll talk about at length coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up, workers remain on the picket lines while the hospital begins taking some new steps. This morning, we're going to break down how the move impacts negotiations and what union leaders are saying about the latest developments.
Plus, a dramatic night in Sunnyside as police arrest a 17-year-old in connection with the drive-by shooting. What led officers to stop the car, what charges the teen now faces, and how investigators are asking the community to help. All those details straight ahead.
And Union Gap officials are juggling bridges, stormwater projects, and freight improvements. But the spotlight is now on revitalizing the heart of the city. This morning, we're going to break down the plans, the funding, and how the project could define the city for years to come. Details all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It's Tuesday, February 24th, and big news to get to this morning.
That's right, and we do want to start with continuing coverage as technical workers at the Multi-Care Yakima Memorial Hospital have started another week on the picket lines.
But now union leaders say a decision coming from the hospital is adding fuel to the fire. Union leaders are saying that the healthcare company informed them that it is moving forward to find replacement workers for these employees on strike.
Union leadership says the provider has the legal right to do so, but it still finds the action disappointing. They say workers learned about the decision this past Thursday.
The hospital has pulled out the biggest tool in their shed, right? And that they're going to take their biggest swing with putting this out there in terms of this threat with replacing employees. And I have a funny feeling that they're going to be pleasantly surprised that this group is not giving up the fight.
The hospital says it has started posting positions in departments that have the most critical needs.
It also says it plans to post positions related to the strike sometime this week.
6:03 now to a crime alert. A teen is dead, 2 others in critical condition, all after a shooting in Yakima. It happened around 3:15 Sunday morning. Officers with Yakima Police say they responded to reports of gunfire at a home in the 400 block of North 5th Avenue. Police say 3 victims were found shot. A 16-year-old boy pronounced dead at the scene. Another 16-year-old boy and 17-year-old girl, both originally taken to Multi-Care Yakima Memorial Hospital, then transferred to Seattle, and they are in critical condition. Detectives still investigating what led up to the shooting. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or submit an anonymous tip through the Yakima County Crime Stoppers.
And continuing in crime news, police are investigating after arresting a 17-year-old on charges including drive-by shooting. Now, this is in connection with an incident where shots were fired on a residential road. According to the Sunnyside Police Department, Saturday night, just before 6 o'clock, officers heard a report of shots fired on Riverside Avenue. They say they stopped a car believed to be involved and arrested a 17-year-old boy. He's facing charges of drive-by shooting, unlawful possession of a firearm, and malicious mischief. Anybody with information about the incident is to call Sunnyside PD.
6:04, talking local living now. The city of Union Gap is moving forward with several major infrastructure projects.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with city officials about one specific project aimed at creating a true downtown core for the city.
City leaders say Union Gap is balancing multiple infrastructure priorities, including the Regional Beltway project designed to move freight traffic off local streets and improve access to Interstate 82, a $4 million stormwater improvement project, and several aging bridge replacements. But officials say one project is years in the making and is now taking center stage, creating a downtown area for a city that has continued to grow without a clearly defined core.
We're looking to create a downtown core. Union Gap really doesn't have a downtown specific area, and so that's another priority of council. They'd like to see a downtown area.
Union Gap's downtown revitalization project is a long-term effort that began more than a decade ago as the growing city worked to establish a more defined downtown district.
I think we completed in roughly 2018 phase 1 of the downtown revitalization, as we have called it. Phase 2 is this section, basically a tandem down to about Pine Street, and that's really where that downtown core will live.
While Phase 1 was not officially completed until 2021, the roughly $2.7 million project focused on upgrading infrastructure such as street lighting, sidewalks, and pedestrian walkways. Officials said the city then paused before moving into Phase 2, which is now in the design stage.
In the middle, actually, of utilizing a grant, a Sandy Williams Connecting Communities grant, of about $498,000 to do design. Part of that is a big part of it is outreach towards community residents and business owners that are on Main Street, and really trying to see what the need and the desire there is and what a downtown core might look like. So those pieces of input are going to go back towards council eventually within our design. So that's in the works currently.
Union Gap city officials tell me that while there are currently several infrastructure projects in the works, a downtown revitalization would mean big things for the city's future when it comes to future growth.
Continue to see an influx of private development that's always very beneficial for not only Union Gap, but the Yakima Valley as a whole. You know, this has kind of become the hub, if you will, for a lot of shopping that happens.
City officials say the goal is to continue building on Union Gap's growth while creating a downtown area that supports future development. In Union Gap, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And city officials say there is no clear timeline yet for completion or total project cost.
And they say this is because the revitalization remains in the design phase and contractors have not yet been selected.
We'll of course keep you updated. And keep it here because coming up next, history was made on the wrestling mat this season. From individual victories to team titles, we'll explore how dedication, hard work, and a few close calls led to the unforgettable moment. All the highlights coming up.
And giving you a live look outside this morning, this one from our Bimart camera in Yakima. A misty start to your day as you look through the valley there. Josh will be back with your first alert forecast after the break.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
More Furniture Sleep Savings Event, designed to help you sleep better with comfort, style, and value. The Jamestown Panel Bed at $399. The Malibu Panel Bed at $399. M. Lily mattresses up to 50% off. And the lowest sofa at $399. Enjoy 72 months. No interest financing on mattresses and our free white glove delivery, where every detail is handled with care. Visit a More Furniture store near you and experience the difference. Or visit us online at morefurniture.com.
Looking for a career that drives you forward? OIC of Washington is training the next generation of essential workers right here in Yakima County. Our CDL training program gives you the skills to safely operate commercial vehicles. Hands-on instruction in inspections, maneuvering, defensive driving, and DOT compliance. Earn your Class A license and open doors to in-demand, high-paying jobs. Want to start working sooner? Our Flagger certification prepares you for roadway safety, teaching state and federal standards, work zone equipment, and the responsibilities that keep crews safe. Boost your resume with forklift training. Learn to safely lift, load, and move materials in today's busy warehouses. And because safety goes beyond the job site, our CPR and first aid courses give you life-saving skills that matter anywhere. Build your future with OIC of Washington. Training today for the jobs of tomorrow.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our mountain passes up in the Cascades are still a little bit snowy or slushy this morning, and traction tires still required on US Highway 12 at White Pass. So we'll continue to keep you posted on that throughout the rest of this morning. We'll keep it up in the mountains where avalanche danger is going to range from considerable to high over the next couple days at least. So for today, you see the high avalanche danger is going to be from Mount Hood. That would be above 5,500 feet. The primary avalanche type would be storm slab. And so let's define what high avalanche danger actually is. This means that natural avalanches are likely, human-triggered avalanches are very likely, and we could see large avalanches in many areas, very large avalanches in very specific areas, and in big, bold text right here, travel in avalanche terrain is not recommended. Now, thankfully, it looks like that just goes back down to considerable for tomorrow, but considerable is still a level 3 out of 5. So if you can stay out of the backcountry over the next couple days, I would highly recommend that. Okay, hopefully you never have to use any of this advice, but we just pass it along for good measure. Here's what to do during an avalanche. Move sideways to the avalanche's edge if possible. Grab onto something solid like a tree or a rock. Use your hands or an arm to keep your mouth and nose clear, and make those swimming motions to stay near the surface. If you're buried by an avalanche, try to cup your hands around your face to breathe. Control your breathing to extend survival time. Signal if possible and wait for rescuers, as digging snow too soon can cause premature collapse of the snow. Okay, we'll take you back down to lower elevations where there is going to be a low-end chance of some freezing rain for tomorrow morning. We'll talk about that, time it out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There is a small chance of some freezing rain for tomorrow morning in both the Yakima Valley and the Lower Columbia Basin. So this half hour will focus in on the Tri-Cities. The next half hour will hop over to the Yakima Valley. Okay, so for today, rain looking likely before 2 p.m. After that, it's going to be trending drier. But there is this little opportunity from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. to see a little bit of freezing rain. It's a low-end chance, but just know that your morning commute could be a little bit slick for tomorrow morning. If you want to see hour by hour and day by day precip chances just like that for your exact location, you can do that by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Now we shift our attention back up to the mountains where we could have around a half a foot of snow for some of our passes through Friday afternoon. Let's put the next 48 hours into motion with Futurecast radar. And as we do so, yeah, definitely a very damp start to this morning. And we'll have some more sporadic showers in nature throughout the rest of today into this evening. As that moisture exits, that's going to be very important. That could put down a very, very, very thin layer of ice in Yakima and in the Tri-Cities and points in between. Now, the rest of the day on Wednesday is going to be a lovely day. Lots of sunshine. We'll keep it dry, but there could be another round of snow for mountains into Thursday and Friday. Speaking of, here are some of the snowfall projections we're anticipating through 4 p.m. on Friday. A few inches of snow going to be possible for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, closer to 5 inches of snow for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, closer to 7 inches of snow just off the screen here for U.S. Highway 2 at Stevens Pass. Okay, and then for lower elevations, like I said, Wednesday and beyond going to be trending much drier. Very nice weather because of this area of high pressure, which is going to shield us from active weather. So here are those precip chances for the Tri-Cities Thursday and beyond. Nothing doing, and not only trending drier, but also a little bit milder and a little bit sunnier. So a little bit of a spring feel, if you will, as we head into the very beginning of March. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely today, a small chance of freezing rain tomorrow morning, then superb weather after that. For Yakima, it's possible that snow can mix in this morning and freezing rain is possible tomorrow morning. For Allensburg, the chance of snow mixing in for today, but a dry and bright forecast Wednesday and beyond. For Hermiston, rain likely Tuesday, then sunny, milder, and breezy Wednesday through Friday. And finally, for Walla Walla, another wet one for today, then a little tease of spring Wednesday and beyond.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, the BAFTAs had their share of unexpected moments this weekend, including an outburst in the audience that had everyone talking. Straight ahead, we're going to explain what happened during the awards ceremony and break down the standout winners of the night. We're talking entertainment after the break.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. Because at Schweitzer, your best day can start in the village or at the summit and everywhere in between. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Coeur d'Alene and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Deep, deep discounts. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Kootenai County Fairgrounds, Coeur d'Alene, and Hapo Center, Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication
now
shop.
through March 31st, receive rebates up to $495 with the purchase of qualifying Daikin ductless equipment. At Bruce Heating and Air, we'll find the unit that works right in your space. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
We're in this together. Sex and surgery all day.
Got this drive inside.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser General Surgery Center.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. A place where the views are as good as the company. And the skiing is as electric as the experience. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, the British Academy of Film and Television Arts handed out its honors this past weekend in London.
And while most of the show went off without a hitch, there was a moment that had viewers at home talking.
Yeah, while the Oscars had its famous slap, the BAFTAs now has its racist slur, but it's not what you may think.
Dora and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate the artists who expand what's possible on screen. Effects can create spectacle, but the best work serves character and story. They bring whole new worlds into existence.
So a man in the audience shouted a racial slur towards actors Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, who were presenting an award.
The disruption came from John Davidson. Now, he suffers from Tourette syndrome and was at the ceremony because he was the subject of the film I Swear.
The audience had been warned that involuntary swearing might occur during the ceremony. Robert Aramayo won Best Actor award later in the evening for his portrayal of Davidson.
And depicted the disruption, the night was also, or despite the disruption, the night was also about celebrating this year's biggest films and performances. The BAFTAs crowned One Battle After Another as the best film.
The film also picked up the major wins across the night in what turned out to be a ceremony filled with surprises. Sinners won Best Original Screenplay and also earned a Supporting Actress win.
Going into the night, One Battle After Another led all films in nominations, while several other highly anticipated contenders walked away empty-handed. With just weeks to go until the Oscars, the BAFTAs are often seen as a key signal of how Hollywood's biggest night may unfold.
Yes, give Sinners all the awards. So good. Have you seen it? No.
I'm on the Josh train with this of not seeing.
It's not like scary. It's like, I don't know.
Psychological thriller.
It's like deep
of
thinking in a way. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yes. I don't know.
I'm just gonna go home and just rewatch Wicked with my 4-year-old.
Okay, I will be over for that one too.
It's on loop.
And we're kidnapping Josh and doing that because he still hasn't seen it.
Against my will.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
All right, and so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Some big changes coming to Hermiston City government, from council representation to election procedures. We're gonna break down the potential changes and explain how community input could shape the future of local government.
And a longtime police chief is stepping down after decades of service. Straight ahead, how his career helped shape the department and the legacy he leaves behind for the community. All that is coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
More Furniture Sleep Savings Event, designed to help you sleep better with comfort, style, and value. The Jamestown Panel Bed at $399. The Malibu Panel Bed at $399. And Lily mattresses up to 50% off. And the lowest sofa at $399. Enjoy 72 months, no interest financing on mattresses, and our free white glove delivery, where every detail is handled with care. Visit a More Furniture store near you and experience the difference. Or visit us online at morefurniture.com.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. And now that we've combined networks, T-Mobile covers more places than ever before. America's best network just got bigger. Join now and your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years. T-Mobile and US Cellular, better together.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
It was a washout yesterday.
Yeah, it was, and it looks like it's going to be a washout again for today.
More rain,
the little double dip.
We need it, right?
Yes, we do need it.
I'm so excited. I'm so super duper excited.
Yes, we do need it. We need more mountain snow. I'm not going to harp on that for this morning, but hey.
What are you going to harp on then?
What's that?
What are you going to harp on?
Nothing. I was about to put a positive spin on it.
Sun coming too.
Yeah, sunshine Wednesday and beyond. The temperature is getting milder. Will be a little bit breezy, but a little bit of fall spring.
I love a fake spring.
I love
Give it to me all day.
Yes. It's all smiles at the desk for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at our big weather stories, and some moderate snowfall for mountain passes still in forecast through 4 p.m. on Friday. Speaking of the mountains, considerable to high avalanche danger over the next couple days at least, and a very low end chance that we could see some freezing rain for lower elevations for tomorrow morning, but the rest of the day on Wednesday is going to be fantastic. All right, temperatures this morning are right at freezing for the Kittitas Valley. That is very important because we have all this moisture that's moving through. So roadways in the Kittitas Valley could be a little bit slick for this morning. Also, fog has been very patchy in nature for lower elevations. If you happen to run into one of those patches of fog, just be sure to take it slow and use the low beams. All right, first alert radar is showing you this boundary of really, it's sort of think of it as the back edge of this round of moisture is running right through the Tri-Cities, a little bit to the north of Prosser, kind of in the Union Gap area. And this is slowly but surely drifting down to the east and southeast. Here's your umbrella cast for this Tuesday for the Yakima Valley. Rain likely before 10 a.m., about a 50-50 chance through 4 p.m. and then much drier as we head into the evening. So like Jessica was saying, it's going to be another washout out there for today. It's highs getting into the 50s, and we have considerable to high avalanche danger for our mountain ranges over the next couple days. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
We begin this half hour of news with some big changes that could soon be coming to Hermiston. The city is inviting residents to take part in a community town hall, talking about some possible changes to the city charter. It's going to take place Wednesday, March 4th. That's at 5:30 at City Hall, and that's where residents can learn about and weigh in on a potential amendments to the city charter. It's the documents that outline how local government operate. Now, leaders say that the charter hasn't been updated in about a decade. Now, a charter review committee has suggested updates like adjusting city council ward boundaries for equal representation, changing how ward councilors are elected, and reviewing how some city positions are selected or overseen.
The thing that I like to equate it to is like a constitution. You know, our states have constitutions, the country, and so a charter is like a constitution for a city. It sets up the framework for how the local government's going to work, and it kind of puts the parameters around it.
City leaders say feedback collected at the town hall will help guide the city council as it decides which recommendations, if any, should go before voters. Any final charter amendments would need voter approval, potentially appearing on the November ballot.
6:34 and making a difference in Pasco now. The city has announced the retirement of Police Chief Ken Roski after serving nearly 40 years in public safety. Roski joined the Pasco Police Department in 1986 and became chief in 2019. During his tenure, he helped modernize operations and also partnered with the Washington State Criminal Justice Training Commission to launch regional academies. Roski says serving Pasco has been one of the greatest honors of his career, and he officially retires on March 27th. And keep it here, because coming up next, a proposed millionaire's tax is taking an unexpected turn after a lawmaker behind it says she was signed up to testify against her own bill without her knowing. Why she says she's not alone, and the questions now being raised just hours before a key hearing. We have what you need to know coming up after the break.
maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
And we're back.
Team Yakima Federal versus the Big Bad Wolves.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, it's the Yakima Federal Home Loan team in a commanding lead.
And there's the snap.
Oh, the Wolves dropped the ball again.
Oh, no.
The quarterback is toast.
Big Bad Wolf Mortgage Pack just can't keep up with the Yakima Federal Home Loan team.
No surprise.
Size and experience count.
They certainly know how to close the deal.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, your home team advantage.
Ooh, sacked again. That's going to leave a mark.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Voted Tri-City's best. And once you see our flowers, you'll know why. From breathtaking roses and vibrant lilies to custom hand-tie bouquets, the Flower Bar has the perfect arrangement for any occasion. Birthdays, anniversaries, big celebrations, or just because, we've got you. Every design is crafted with passion, making each bouquet truly one of a kind. Order now at theflowerbarontheparkway.com or stop by for same-day pickup. The Flower Bar, say it with flowers.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Austin Reed is a television news leader with a passion for unique stories that have affected positive change for more than 20 years.
Get the best local news coverage every day, right here.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Mark has joined the cast of Scream 7. You're probably the killer, right?
I can't tell you anything.
Next live from Scream 7, Nev Campbell.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our Cascade passes are still snowy this morning, with traction tires still being required on U.S. Highway 12 at White Pass. We'll continue to keep you updated on this throughout the rest of the morning. We'll keep it up in the mountains, where avalanche danger will bounce between considerable to high over the next couple days. So for today, high avalanche danger for Mount Hood. That would be above 5,500 feet. For the rest of us, we'll have considerable avalanche danger, and then Mount Hood goes back down to considerable for Wednesday, but still that's a level 3 out of 5, and this is per the Northwest Avalanche Center. So if you can stay out of the backcountry over the next couple of days, I would highly recommend that. All right, let's take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in the Cascades. Rain and snow going to be likely, highs getting into the 30s. Then for the Kittitas Valley, highs up around 40 degrees. Could have some snow mixing in for today. And same thing for the Yakima Valley, maybe a little bit of snow mixing in, I'd say before 8 to 10 a.m. Highs getting into the mid-40s. Then for the Lower Columbia Basin, 47 for the Tri-Cities, 45 for Benton City. Rain likely for today, especially for this morning. Then for the Blue Foothills, rain also likely, highs in the low to mid-40s. And then for the Blue Mountains, could see some snow mixing in once again, especially at pass level for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Okay, for tonight, overnight low is going to drop down into the 20s and 30s. We'll have a couple 27s for Yakima and for Ellensburg. That'll come in pretty key when it comes to our freezing rain forecast for tomorrow morning. High temperature is going to trend milder over the next 7 days. Look at this, a couple 57s on the map for the Tri-Cities for Friday and next Monday, and those overnight lows are going to hover right around freezing. But speaking of the freezing rain chance for tomorrow morning, I'll show you those chances, time it out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
6:40 now, turning our attention to state legislature, where at least 100 people say that their names were wrongly signed up to testify against a bill proposing a millionaire's tax here in Washington state.
And this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us why those affected think it's more than just a mistake.
State Senator Victoria Hunt is the sponsor for Senate Bill 6346, the bill that seeks to impose a 9.9% income tax on those making over $1 million each year. But just ahead of the bill's Tuesday hearing to take place in the House Finance Committee, something happened that she wasn't expecting.
I did not sign in Con. I'm not sure who is doing this. I was alerted to the fact that I had been signed in Con for the House hearing in the Finance Committee on the millionaire's tax over the weekend. Somebody had signed in without my permission on my behalf.
The con that Senator Hunt says she got signed up for is to testify against her bill during the meeting, and her name appeared on the sign-up list not once, but twice. Invest in Washington Now, an organization supporting the millionaire's tax, says that Senator Hunt's case is not unique. So far, the organization says it's found more than 100 other Washingtonians on the list who say they didn't sign up to testify. The organization also found 15,000 duplicate names, used a total of 37,000 times, with many being submitted during the dead of night.
If it looks like a bot and it quacks like a bot, it is probably a bot. If you look at the timing of a lot of the sign-ins late at night, particularly for a lot of the people here, and that they are very rapid, they are faster than a human.
While the organization is not directly blaming anyone, Let's Go Washington, an organization opposing the millionaire's tax, responded, saying that even with their wildest claims, this is still the most unpopular bill in history. And it says that the allegations emphasize how desperate they are to downplay the clear and historic rejection. The bill is set to be read Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, Invest in Washington Now says it does plan to send the data that it's collected to Attorney General Nick Brown's office.
And this is in an effort to push for a full investigation. We'll, of course, keep you updated. Keep it here, because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint. Everything you need to know. Whoa, what am I looking at? Okay, snow. Maybe there's going to be more snow in the forecast. Josh is going to be back to break it all down. That is coming up in...
I was so caught off guard by that.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what am I looking at? He's going to have your full First Alert weather forecast in just a few minutes.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big. So it cooks a pizza in 2 minutes? Take it.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. And their offer makes you feel even smaller. Call me, Attorney Mariana Morales. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Does that insurance company make you feel small? Tell them you got the heavy hitter and watch how big you feel. Injured in a car wreck?
Big thanks.
Get big help. Call me.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Madam President, the sale at Denver Mattress, it's been extended. Walk with me.
We need to get the word out.
Reports are still showing the more you buy, the more you save.
In English.
That's $100 off every 1,000 you spend.
And Doctor's Choice?
Check out the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice plush and save $100. Check out the Colorado Queen for only $199.99.
Financing. We've got 60 months, no interest, and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all hands on deck scenario, people. But hurry, the extended President's Day super sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Thinking about an RV show? Skip it and save some dough. At Broadmoor RV, you get real people, real prices, real service with the same great deals, no show required. Skip the crowds, skip the hidden fees, skip the show, and save some dough at Broadmoor RV, where we make camping fun.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There is going to be a low-end chance of some freezing rain for lower elevations for tomorrow morning. So last half hour we talked about the lower Columbia Basin. This half hour talking about the Yakima Valley. Now look, even for this morning, a low-end chance that we could see some snow into the mix in the Yakima Valley before 8 a.m. But then as we head into tomorrow morning, low chances of freezing rain before 7 a.m. We're not expecting accumulations to be all that significant, but there could be some slick spots on the roadways. So, of course, just be vigilant for your morning commute for both this morning and tomorrow morning. And, of course, if you want to see hour-by-hour precip chances just like that for your exact home address, you can do that by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay. Turning our attention now up to the mountains where we could have close to a half a foot of snow for our mountain passes through Friday afternoon. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast radar. Definitely a damp start out there for today. And then more just kind of shower-y activity out there as we head into the afternoon and evening. Now look, Wednesday is looking like a phenomenal day other than that little chance of freezing rain during the morning. The rest of the day looking phenomenal out there. Lots of sunshine and high temperatures trending milder, especially for lower elevations. All right, here is the snow forecast. Some of the snowfall totals we're anticipating through 4 p.m. on Friday. Around 5 inches of snow for Oregon 204, a few inches for U.S. Highway 12 and for Interstate 90. I'm thinking closer to 7 inches of snow for U.S. Highway 2, closer to up towards Stevens Pass. All right, like I mentioned, for lower elevations, Wednesday and beyond, going dry. It's because this area of high pressure is about to take over, and high pressure means lack of active weather. And so that is going to bear out right in front of your eyes for the Yakima Valley. Thursday and beyond, no precip chances, trending milder, trending sunnier as well. Getting a little bit more of that spring feel as we get closer to March. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely today, small chance of freezing rain tomorrow morning, then superb weather after that. In Yakima, it's possible that snow could mix in this morning and freezing rain will be possible for tomorrow morning. In Ellensburg, the chance of snow mixing in for today, but a dry and bright forecast Wednesday and beyond. For Hermiston, rain likely Tuesday, then sunny, milder and breezy Wednesday through Friday. And finally for Walla Walla, another wet one for today, then a little tease of spring for Wednesday and beyond, especially on Friday. Highs getting into the mid-50s with lots of sunshine. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Miami Beach's new approach to spring break. Why don't you come play with us? The city is out with a new ad campaign this year, leaning into fitness, health, and wellness activities rather than raucous partying.
Green juice?
In fact, the city is said to be easing restrictions after years of rowdy spring breakers created scenes like these, which led the city to crack down, boosting security measures and enforcing strict rules on the beach.
The real villain here is all these rules.
DUI checkpoints, $100 parking.
No. Sign clearly says.
She can't read, sir. Worst spring break
Ever.
We want people to come here, come and enjoy the beauty of our city, our five-star hotels and restaurants. But we are a law and order city, and we are going to enforce all laws.
And coming up at 7 a.m., Lara Spencer and Sam Champion are live from Miami Beach with the very latest. With your GMA First Look, I'm Sophie Flay, ABC News.
a man's size.
Mopping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I can get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and the pad's hundreds of strips scrub away sticky messes, even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Money back guarantee.
I thought people exaggerated when they said shingles is a nightmare and the pain can last for weeks.
It wouldn't mean sleepless nights, right?
I didn't think I was at risk.
I was wrong. I didn't know that 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles, and it could reactivate at any time.
I learned that the hard way.
But you don't have to. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines this morning. President Donald Trump is set to deliver his 2026 State of the Union address tonight. This will be to a joint session of Congress in the House chamber at the U.S. Capitol. House Speaker Mike Johnson and Vice President J.D. Vance will be seated behind the president. Trump is expected to focus on his second-term accomplishments, including economic growth, border security, and efforts to end global conflicts. The State of the Union is required by the Constitution and has been delivered in person since George Washington's first address in 1790, with radio and TV broadcasts starting in the 20th century, and the president is set to hit the stage at 6 p.m. tonight.
In your business headlines at 6:51, researchers wanted to study if certain Facebook features could contribute to addictive-like behaviors among its users. That revelation coming from internal documents released in legal filings and another lawsuit against Meta. According to the documents, Facebook employees back in the fall of 2018 proposed a public audit of design features with the platform. The files noted research raised questions about features including autoplay and continuously scrolling feeds.
In your health headlines, you may need to check your freezers as we have a recall to tell you about under the Bremer brand. About 10,000 pounds of fully cooked, ready-to-eat frozen meatballs may be contaminated with metal. That's according to the USDA, and officials say these are for the 32-ounce bags of family-size Italian-style meatballs. The affected product has a Best By date of October 30th of this year. The meatballs were produced last July and distributed to Aldi supermarkets nationwide. There have been no reports of injuries at this time.
In your sports headlines at 6:52, the U.S. men's hockey team landing in Miami, Florida on Monday. Fresh off their historic gold medal winning effort at the Winter Olympics in Italy, the team was greeted by fans at the airport. Some players were even seen wearing their gold medals as they boarded a bus. Team USA beat Canada 2-1 in overtime on Sunday. It's the first gold medal for the U.S. hockey men since 1980, since that miracle team. That was the year when the Americans upset the Soviet Union at the Lake Placid Games, then beating Finland for the gold. Men's hockey team had to fly to Miami due to blizzard conditions in the U.S. Northeast, but they've had a pretty good time since hitting the streets of Miami.
My favorite video is of the Canadian man taking a chainsaw to his TV once he saw.
There were some very unhappy Canucks for sure.
The video's been great.
Yeah, the U.S. men's team, they were partying it up last night in Miami, singing the national anthem at the bar.
As they should.
Attended, and USA, all the bar patrons joined in. So
I love
a lot of fun.
Send me that one.
And then also hearing that some of those U.S. men's players will be at the State of the Union tonight.
Okay, all right.
So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, it is 6:53. Time for the top 5 local things you need to know this morning, starting in Yakima, where a 16-year-old boy was killed, 2 other teens in critical condition after a shooting. We're told police responded early Sunday morning to a Yakima home, found all 3 victims with gunshot wounds. The surviving teens transferred to Seattle for advanced care. Detectives still investigating, asking anyone with information to come forward.
And a 17-year-old is arrested after police say shots were fired in Sunnyside Saturday night. Police had stopped a car believed to be involved. The teen is now facing multiple felony charges, including drive-by shooting and firearm violations. The investigation is ongoing.
And striking workers in Yakima from, say, a new decision from their employer is escalating the dispute. Union leaders say the hospital is moving forward with hiring replacements. Hospital says it's trying to maintain critical services. Union members calling the move disappointing as the strike continues.
And a bill to tax millionaires is set for a hearing today in the House Finance Committee. This comes amid some controversy after an organization says it found illegal tampering. It found 15,000 duplicate names used a total of 37,000 times to testify against the proposed bill. And the unusual signups is raising questions as the bill moves forward. And we'll, of course, keep you updated on what we learn.
And Pasco Police Chief retiring after nearly 4 decades in public safety, joining the department in the late 80s, later working his way up to chief. His retirement now set to take effect next month.
Trending now this morning, you may eventually age out of a lot of things, but one woman is proving that billiards isn't one of them.
At 98 years old, Maggie Kennedy is still chalking up her pool cue, and she doesn't play just for fun. She's competitive.
In fact, Kennedy is preparing to fly to Las Vegas for the BCA Nationals tournament. And according to the Guinness Book of World Records, Kennedy became the oldest competitive pool player in 2021 when she was 94 years old.
Wow.
She's just riding that way.
Skills or the gene pool?
Both.
See what I did there? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You think she's hustled some people in her day?
Oh, yeah.
100%. I'd be mad at her if she hadn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to use that to her full potential.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
She's like, hey,
look like the underdog and then boom.
How do you chalk the stick?
Right.
Go on a little run.
Yes, I love that. All right, get us out the door this morning. Waking up to some wet roadways, and that's probably going to stick around for quite a while.
For a little while.
Yes, it's definitely going to be pretty damp for today, but Wednesday and beyond is looking phenomenal for lower elevation. Sunshine, trending milder, all that. It's good stuff, but we got to get through today first. You see, in the Kittitas Valley and Ellensburg, we're right at freezing. We have seen moisture moving through for this morning. We do have a little bit of snow on the ground there as well. So that morning commute could be a little bit slick. Also, you could run into a little bit of fog. It's been very sporadic on the map this morning. And first alert radar showing you that band of moisture continues to trudge on through. It's moving very slowly but surely off to the
band of
east
moisture.
and southeast. So here's your umbrella cast for today for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely before 2 p.m. After that, trending much drier, but in general, a damp day, a gray day. It'll be cool with highs in the 40s. And of course, that avalanche danger up in the mountains. Stay out of the backcountry if you can help it.
Bands a dance away. We're done. Okay, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Oh, Good Morning America's up next. We're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.